Here's how waking up at 5 a.m. for 90 days changed my life. Basically, I'll be telling you a short story to drive home the point of this video, which is that you can actually become a different person if you can stick to the routine of waking up early and going to bed early. Because I used to work as a software engineer for 5 years, but it got to a point in my life I needed to move from my hometown where I was born to a new city because I felt it was time for change. And doing that, I also made a tough decision of quitting my job, which was not really planned, but it just came to me and I knew it was time for a new challenge. And as somebody that always understands that growth comes with a lot of responsibility, which is what most of us run away from, I embraced that challenge of quitting my job. But doing that, I knew I had to become a new person. I knew I had to take up different responsibilities. And I also knew that I needed to incorporate new habits. I needed to turn a new lifestyle. I needed to drop old habits. And one of those habits was the habit of sleeping late and waking up really late, because my years as a software engineer, I mostly slept late and woke up late. What really woke me up was our daily stand-up call by 9 a.m. in the morning. And I went to the gym in the evening. Coming back from the gym, instead of me, wrapping up my day, I went back into work and worked into the night. So I did that for literally over many years, and it became a habit. And one thing about habit is that it's easy to pick up wrong habits and very hard to break them. But being in this spot of becoming a new person, starting a new business, trying to discover myself and the path I'm walking, I knew I needed a new set of habits. And I decided to start sleeping early and waking up early. Initially, it was not something easy for me to do because I wasn't used to that. And you know that nothing good actually comes easy. Nothing worthwhile is always easy to start out, but you always benefit of doing the right thing on the long term. So I decided to start waking up by 5. And when I woke up by 5, what I did was I just used the restroom. I never used my phone. I was with my phone to just go on YouTube, plug into a mindset video, and go on a long walk in the morning. I wake up by 5. I just go on a long 1-hour walk around my estate and listen to things that feed my mind, because I was in a really new spot and mentally it was really draining, and I needed something to keep me going. I wouldn't say just motivation, but I needed to install new neurons to my hardware or software. I don't know, whatever it is you can relate to the brain as, but I needed to keep pumping my brain to overcome anxiety, self-doubt, questioning myself and all that. And I started listening to tons of podcasts, tons of motivational audio books or videos. So I woke up in the morning, I did that for 1 hour, then I came back home and start doing my tasks for the day. And it allowed me to develop a type of focus. Coding allowed me to develop focus, because for you to actually become a software engineer or become a good one at that, you need to be able to focus on your work for a long time. And you know how coding is. Sometimes it requires you to sit put for straight 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. So I was used to sitting for a long time, but that was something I was used to already. But sitting on my decks trying to do something I've not done before, not even really knowing what I was doing, because that's one of the things nobody explained to me about entrepreneurship, that when starting out, it's more like you're just moving and believing that the path will get clearer, which it does. That's the scary part. That's why people always run away from entrepreneurship, because as humans, we want safety. We want to always know the outcome before we start it, but it doesn't work that way. That's not how you achieve greatness. You achieve greatness by acting, moving, taking action, understanding and believing that the more you move, the more it becomes clearer. The path reveals itself. And I knew that was, I needed to do it, because knowing and doing are two different things. You knowing something and you practicing it are two different scenarios. So I was in that spot where I needed to practice whatever it is that I've been listening to or reading about. And entrepreneurship, starting a business, was perfect way to test myself physically, emotionally, spiritually, and otherwise. And waking up early, starting the day, being ahead of the world, like 3-4 hours before the people around me are awake, was a plus for me. Yeah. Right now, what I do is 4 a.m. I did 5 a.m. for basically 2 months or so before upping my game to waking up by 4 a.m. And I would say that it sounds too strict, but at the same time, we are all at different levels of our life. Right now, I believe that what I need is focus and time. That's why I distance myself away from distractions, partying, drinking, unnecessary friends and all that. So if you're someone that you are in a rut, or you're trying to discover yourself, or you've gotten to that stage in your life that you need to level up, man, one of the things you can incorporate in your life right now is to start waking up very early. It's one of the cheat codes. Just wake up early. Like me, you can go on a walk. Right now, I don't go on a walk when I wake up by 4. What I do is, when I wake up by 4, right now, currently, I go straight into deep walk, and I walk till I leave for the gym. Then I take my walk in the evening. So it's just you starting out and, get going. With time, you would figure it out. With time, your routine will change. With time, it will make sense. When I started out by 5 a.m. in the morning, going on a long walk, listening to mindset videos. Right now, I'm doing 4 a.m. Instead of long walk, I'm doing deep walk and doing lots of scripting, editing. Sometimes I shoot in the morning. It's crazy, man. Sometimes I shoot by 5 a.m. I wake up by 4, and if it's my shoot day and I want to do maybe a talking head video inside my room or something, I just set up my lights and I'm shooting by 5. So imagine coming to the gym around 8 in the morning, and I'm at the gym with somebody, and the person doesn't know that I've been awake like hours ago, and I've achieved almost everything that I'm meant to do that day. So it's just you having more time to yourself, and not just more time, quiet time. Waking up early gives you that quiet and calm, serene environment. The world is still asleep, and you have peace and quiet of your neighborhood to yourself. So that's why you need to make that a habit. If you're someone that needs, or you want to level up your life immediately, early to bed, early to rise. Yeah, that's the saying, and you know it already, but like I said, knowing and doing are two different things. So that's why I'm making this video, for someone that might need to hear this. Even if this video helps one person out there, I'm good. Which is the point of why I'm making the video. And that's basically the video. So if you're a busy entrepreneur, a CEO, or an ambitious man who is trying to level up his confidence, building big muscle, hit the first link in the description below to see if you're a good fit for my coaching program. Peace out.